A$AP Rocky's trial became a massive point of discussion, drawing attention from fans, the media, and even global leaders. Let's dive into the story behind his trial, why it caused such a stir, and what it means for his career. In 2019, A$AP Rocky, whose real name is Rakeem Myers, was at the height of his career. He was touring internationally and had built a reputation not only for his music but also for his contributions to fashion. But in July of that year, things took a sharp turn when he was arrested in Stockholm, Sweden. And so, what happened? While in Sweden, Rocky and his crew were involved in an altercation on the streets. The confrontation was caught on video by bystanders and quickly spread online. The footage showed Rocky and his team getting into a physical fight with two men. According to Rocky, these men had been following and harassing them for blocks. In his defense, Rocky claimed that he and his crew acted in self-defense after trying to de-escalate the situation. However, Swedish authorities saw things differently. They arrested A$AP Rocky and two members of his crew, charging them with assault. The case escalated quickly, with Swedish prosecutors pushing forward, saying that Rocky's actions went beyond self-defense and were considered aggravated assault. Rocky's arrest immediately caught international attention. Fans were outraged, and a free ASAP started trending on social media. But this wasn't just a simple case of a rapper in legal trouble. Things took a political turn when US President Donald Trump got involved. Yes, you heard that right. Trump publicly demanded that Sweden release A$AP Rocky, even going as far as tweeting about it multiple times. He claimed that he had spoken with Swedish Prime Minister Stefan Löfven to negotiate Rocky's release. Despite Trump's involvement, Sweden didn't budge. In Sweden, the legal system is independent of the government, meaning that politicians, including the Prime Minister, couldn't interfere with the ongoing trial. Now, let's talk about the trial itself. A$AP Rocky's defense team maintained that he acted in self-defense and that the two men involved were aggressors. They showed footage from the incident, highlighting how Rocky and his crew repeatedly asked the men to leave them alone. Rocky even shared on social media, showing moments before the fight where he tried to avoid confrontation. But here's where things got tricky. Swedish law takes a strict stance on violence, especially in public spaces. Even though Rocky claimed self-defense, Swedish prosecutors argued that his response was excessive. The video of the fight showed Rocky and his team kicking and punching one of the men while he was on the ground, which became a key point for the prosecution. The trial lasted several days, with testimonies from witnesses, including the men involved in the altercation. Both sides argued their case, and it became a battle of perspective. Was Rocky acting in self-defense, or did he take things too far? In the end, the Swedish court found A$AP Rocky guilty of assault, but handed him a suspended sentence. This meant that while he was convicted, he wouldn't have to serve any additional jail time beyond what he had already spent during the trial. Rocky had been detained for over a month before the verdict came down. He was allowed to leave Sweden and return to the US shortly after the trial ended. Despite the conviction, the outcome was seen as a win for Rocky. He was free to continue his career and avoided any long-term jail time. However, the trial left a significant mark on his public image. Fans stood by him, praising him for maintaining his composure throughout the ordeal, but critics questioned his involvement in the fight and whether the response was justified. The case also sparked debates about how celebrities are treated by the legal system. Some argued that Rocky was given preferential treatment because of his fame and the political involvement from the US, while others believed that he was targeted unfairly because of his race and status as an international figure. This wasn't just a local story anymore. It became a global discussion on race, fame, and justice. After the trial, A$AP Rocky opened up about the experience. He expressed frustration over the way he was treated during his time in custody, saying that he was kept in poor conditions. His team and some US politicians raised concerns about the fairness of the Swedish legal system, although Sweden defended its process, stating that everyone is treated equally under the law. In the months following his release, Rocky returned to music and continued to work on various projects, including fashion collaborations. The trial didn't seem to slow him down, but it did serve as a reminder of the challenges that can come with fame and international travel. In the end, A$AP Rocky's trial became a defining moment in his career, not just because of the legal battle itself, but because of the broader conversations it sparked. From the role of social media in influencing public opinion to the ways governments handle legal disputes involving their citizens abroad, this story had layers of complexity. And while A$AP Rocky has moved on from the incident, it's likely that this chapter of his life will remain a talking point for years to come. What do you think? Was Rocky treated fairly by the Swedish legal system, or did fame and politics play too big of a role in the case? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Kick Stuff for more deep dives into celebrity drama, trials, and everything in between.